Hi everyone. Now we are going to discuss about preeclampsia management. In previous class we have seen about what is preeclampsia, definition, signs and symptoms, and pathophysiology and complications. Let's see management. So first objectives of management is to stabilize the hypotension and to prevent its progression to severe preeclampsia and to prevent the complications, to prevent eclampsia and to deliver a healthy baby in optimal time, and also restoration of the health of the mother in puerperium. So these are the objectives of management. So what are all the observations or general measures should be done in preeclampsia? First, maternal. Need to check blood pressure twice a daily. Urine volume and proteinuria should be checked daily. And edema. Body weight twice weekly. Fundus oculi once weekly. Blood picture including platelet count, liver and renal functions, particularly serum uric acid at the time of admission. And fetal. Daily fetal movement count should be done and serial sonography can be done, non-stress and stress test if needed. So the pregnant woman should have adequate rest, which will increase the renal blood flow, and diet should be contain adequate amount of daily protein, that is about 100 grams. So that are all the general measurements. So coming to the pharmacological management, antihypertensive. So it decreases the maternal cerebral and cardiovascular complications but do not affect the fetal outcome. So alpha methyl dopamine. So this will reduce the central sympathetic drive. It should be given on 250 to 500 mg every 6 to 8 hours up to a maximum dose of 4 grams per day. Its effects will appear after 48 hours. And also a loading single dose of 2 grams may act within 1 to 2 hours. Side effects: headache, athenia and nightmares. So under this medical treatment, antihypertensive and hydralazine, it's a vasodilator. It increases the renal and uteroplacental blood flow. The dose is 20 mg slowly IV initially, followed by 5 mg every 20 minutes until diastolic blood pressure is 100 to 110 mmHg. So this regimen is used for severe and acute hypertension. Oral hydralazine can be used in the chronic situation as a second line treatment in a dose of 25 to 75 mg per 6 hours. Side effects of hydralazine is tachycardia, headache, flushing, nausea and vomiting. And calcium channel blocker, that is nifedipine. It is also a vasodilator acting by blocking the calcium influx into smooth muscle cells. It can be given sublingually. Acts within 10 minutes or orally, sublingually under the tongue. So which acts in within 30 minutes. It in a dose of 10 to 20 mg 2 to 3 times daily. The higher the starting blood pressure, the greater is the hypotensive effect. So side effects are headache and flushing. So let's see obstetric measures. Here we need to concentrate on timing of delivery, method of delivery, intrapartum care and postpartum care. Timing of delivery. In severe preeclampsia, it's usually treated conservatively till the end of the 36th week to ensure reasonable maturation of the fetus. So, indications of terminations before the 36th week include if aggravation of preeclamptic features, hypertension persists, acute fulminating preeclampsia, or tendency of pregnancy to overrun the expected date. Method of delivery: vaginal delivery or cesarean section. So, under vaginal delivery, if the baby is in vertex presentation, so in those cases amniotomy with oxytocin if the cervix is favorable. If not favorable, prostaglandin vaginal tablet should be inserted. Cesarean section. In cesarean section, if fetal distress is present, then can go for cesarean section. Late deceleration occurs with oxytocin challenge test. If the failure of induction of labor, then they can go for cesarean. And other indications as contracted pelvis and malpresentations, in those situations can go for cesarean section. Next, intrapartum care. Close monitoring of the fetus is indicated. Proper analgesia to the mother. Antihypertensive may be given if needed. Second stage labor may be shortened by the forceps delivery. Postpartum. Methergine is better avoided as it may increase the blood pressure. Continue observation of the mother for 48 hours. In normal postpartum, methergine will be given to control the bleeding, but here in eclampsia, preeclampsia, methergine should be avoided. Continue observation of the mother for 48 hours. Antihypertensive drugs are continued in a decreasing dose for 48 hours. Next, prevention of preeclampsia. First, during the pregnancy, identification of high risk women and giving proper treatment to them. Close clinical and laboratory monitoring which aim at its early recognition. Institution of intensive monitoring or delivery when it is indicated. So, these are the preventive measures for preeclampsia. If you have doubts, please contact.